What do journalists do? How do they write and deliver the news? Oftentimes, journalists are questioned for their credibility, but not many people know that aside from their college education, they undergo training. That training goes on as long as they are working as journalists. They do a lot of reading and news digests. They get asked to write feature stories, and they have to be on their A game at all times as they're being observed. And if there's progress and growth in what they do, that's when they can finally call themselves a journalist. Are there qualities one must possess in order to become an effective disseminator of news? Absolutely. First, a journalist has to have an understanding of the process of objectivity that comes from the news organizations and the process of the news group.
When you don't have facts, you can't have truth. Without truth, you can't have trust. Without facts, truth, and trust, without these three, we have no shared reality.
Second is courage. Journalists are forced by their mission. They go to the heads of the government, they go up to the heads of business and hold them accountable for their actions. During this process, there's a futures meeting that will break down everything that will happen on a daily basis. Each reporter will be assigned to a particular beat. And when you are assigned to a beat, you should have more than just the basic knowledge of the beat you're assigned to or the news that you are covering. For instance, you're assigned to a beat in the office of the president. The office gives out the schedule of the day's events prior. The journalist then plans out their schedule. But it isn't easy since unexpected things happen. Sometimes the assignment changes, the story changes, the cycles change. How do journalists verify their information? Journalists have to be able to make a close examination of their reliable sources and those who are not. For instance, you're doing a story on a bill that Congress wants to pass. You go straight to those who authored the bill, interview them. And if it's a very controversial bill, it's important that you interview their opposition as well. Journalists have to interview both sides and shouldn't take what the press office says as it is. They have to do the work and do more research as well. They need to verify with other sources available too. These can be public documents, public record, or anything available to them.
Your opinions don't have any room in this because it's not about opinion. It's not about what you think. It's about the facts and the evidence. It's about the first person accounts that you bring in.
As professionals, no matter how much they want to stay at home during difficult times, they still have to work, even if it means their lives are at stake. When delivering news to the public, there's still a process that they have to go through to make sure that the information they have is correct. Because if they put out something that isn't true, they could lose their jobs. What are the next steps after the script writing process? It has to be submitted to their editors. The editors then will check their work. It's very important to have a check and balance system once the script has been checked and edited. Then they go straight to the editing, and after the story has been edited, the output has to be previewed again. How important is the role of journalists when it comes to disseminating news, especially the political kind? Journalists are here to play that particular role in society where they provide information, context for the public, citizens, and members of society to digest. Journalists put effort into reporting what's necessary, providing not only what the public wants to know, but what the public needs to know.